What's going on, YouTube? So for the first time since joining the Dallas Mavericks, five-time All-Star Klay Thompson will now be coming off the bench. And in his place, the Mavericks will be starting D'Angelo Russell. Now the decision comes as Thompson continues to struggle this season, averaging just 8 points on 31% shooting from the field and 26% from three. And I'll be the first to say that he has not looked like himself. Now, as a four-time champion with a legacy as one of the greatest shooters ever, Klay was accustomed to greatness during his stint with the Warriors. He experienced the pinnacle of success in the NBA and proved that he was a natural-born winner. But ever since he left the Warriors, Klay's decline has been pretty quick. His averages are down across the board, and frustration is piling up as he attempts to shoot his way out of it. He finished with just 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists on a horrible 22% shooting in the loss to Houston on Wednesday. Meanwhile, D'Angelo Russell has been a bit more consistent for Dallas. As Klay has struggled, he's been playing decent basketball lately with averages of 13.6 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 6 assists per game on 36% shooting. Now, while his efficiency isn't the best, Russell's shooting and playmaking have been huge for the Mavericks in this post-Luka era. His best game so far came against the Pistons on Sunday when he posted 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists on 58% shooting. At 2-5 so far this season, it's been a rough start for the Mavericks. Besides Klay's struggles, they are without Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis, who are both dealing with injuries. And even their prized rookie Cooper Flagg has been slow to find a rhythm, and who I think is playing out of position. But by mixing up the rotation like he did, head coach Jason Kidd is sending a message that no player is above the team. Even for a legend and accomplished veteran like Klay Thompson, he has to earn his minutes just like everyone else. But what makes it even worse for Klay is that he left the Warriors in 2024 for this very same reason. He didn't want to come off the bench for them, and now he's being forced to take that role on a team that has completely lost its identity. And at 35 years old, Thompson is clearly in the latter stages of his career. I literally talk about this on the other channel. And by the way, if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe and like the video. And also, if you want a more raw, unfiltered version of NBA content, follow this page here. This is my alternate page, BBallLog TV. But here's a clip of me talking about this exact point where Klay Thompson left the Warriors for coming off the bench, and now he's essentially coming off the bench for the Dallas Mavericks. But I find it's kind of crazy to me how the whole reason Klay left the Warriors was to have a starting role. He really wanted a starting role. I mean, he could have joined LA with the Lakers, but he turned that down and decided to join the Dallas Mavericks, and now he's coming off the bench. So now how I look at it is, why not just stay with the organization who drafted you, who you won championships with? Just come off the bench. I mean, it's no different. Now, granted, maybe they weren't going to pay him what Dallas is paying him now, the Warriors, but, you know. So you heard my thoughts on Klay leaving the Warriors for coming off the bench and now essentially doing the same exact thing for the Mavericks. And this is clearly not how he wanted it to end. If Klay had his choice, he'd be a permanent starter for the Mavericks. But unfortunately, Jason Kidd had to make an adjustment. So perhaps coming off the bench and entering the second unit will provide a spark for someone who has been known throughout his career as a dominant three-point shooter who can catch fire at any single moment. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next upload.